So first of all, sorry about the hissing sound. It's my staple gun here. It's hissing a little bit, but oh well, that's in the background. So what I did was I tacked this on the bottom part of the wood for the backrest. This is the front seat, obviously, the back of the front seat. And make sure it was centered, so that's all set. And for this, there's, if you look here, you have a piece of burlap that was actually hog ringed to the spring, and that prevents this cotton from being pushed through the spring when you sit on it. So that's on there first. Then you have a layer of cotton. Then you have this layer of burlap, cotton, and the vinyl that's all held together by these buttons here. And if you go like this, and you won't be able to see them now because I got the burlap staple here, but they're all held together that way. So what I did and decided to do here, and hopefully this is the right way to do this, I put the first part of burlap that was attached to the seat springs with the hog rings, I stapled that to my tack rail here. Then I put the cotton in and folded it all underneath, and I left a little bit of a kind of almost like a hammock in there to hold the cotton in. And then what I did is I took the second piece of burlap and I actually folded it over, and I'm tacking on the top of the strip. So I still have the whole back of the strip here for where the vinyl is going to go, and where the actual seam's going to be actually covered up afterwards, and by that piece of trim that's there. And so hopefully I'm doing this correctly. What I did is I also folded this burlap underneath the excess. I'll probably have to cut the end pieces here just to get them to fit properly. And then I have this cotton here, which I can roll underneath again, just like I rolled up the other one. This is how it says to do it in the video here. And then what I'll do is I'll bring this all the way back and start from the center, always stapling on the pleats here. You always want to staple on the pleat because that's where it's strongest. And pulling it all the way up and over so that it's nice and tight. And then once it's all the way up over and tight, I'm going to staple it on the back side here, where the back of the tack rail is here. And then that way, when I put the piece of trim over the side here, it's not going to be sticking out too much. So hopefully I'm doing this correctly. There's, like I said before, a layer of burlap first that goes over the springs. Then there's a layer of cotton. Then there's another layer of burlap, another layer of cotton, and then the vinyl piece on top. So if that looks good to everybody, hopefully it does. And that's what my plan is.